DPS TeleClass.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome all students to a new academic year 2021. Students, this is a new year and you are very welcome to grade 3 and this is the first English lesson of your first term. Students, now it's time for us to read the dua for the knowledge before beginning the lesson. Let's recite the dua.
قال رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي.
Now I'm sure you are ready for the lesson. Hello students. So here I'm going to take an English lesson as you know. So our lesson is back to school. This is very familiar with you, right? So you all know my name, right? My name is AISHATH and you can call me Afumis and I'm your English teacher. So I'm going to take this lesson for you. Are we ready to begin the lesson? Yes, I'm sure you all are really ready to begin the lesson. First of all, teacher is going to share the learning intention with you all. By the end of this lesson, students, you should be able to read grade appropriate literary text with sufficient accuracy and fluency to support comprehension. What I'm mentioning here is you are supposed to have some basic knowledge of reading and comprehending in order to be in the level of grade 3. So what I'm going to do is today first with me you are going to read a text and then from the text I'm going to ask some questions and I'm also going to be cooperating with you all and doing the uh, answers with you so that you will understand how much you have comprehended the text that I have given here. So the similar way in the task what you are going to do is you will be given a text to read and then you have to read the text and understand what is going on in the text and answer the questions that is asked. When you answer these questions, then the teacher will understand how much knowledge you have gained through the text. Okay. Hi students. So this is the success criteria for the lesson. I didn't give much work here, so you can see from the success criteria, you should be able to read the literary text that I have given on Back to School on page number 2 to 4 of your English textbook with sufficient accuracy and fluency. After reading it 2 to 3 times, you should be able to answer the questions from question number 1 to question number 4. Okay? That is your success criteria for today. Okay, so here is the key competency for this lesson. We are going to make meaning, right? We are making meaning out of the vocabulary words given in the text as well as some more vocabulary words I'll be providing you through this presentation, and you are going to derive meanings from the text by using these words, combining them together and forming a meaningful uh, sentences. Okay, so students, you will be able to read these sentences word by word. When you read and come up with the meaning, you can get a meaningful sentence out of the sentences in given in the text. So this is making meaning. So I hope that you will be able to successfully achieve the key competency also by the end of this lesson. Okay, students, it has been a long time since we have been in lockdown and we haven't been moving ourselves much, right? So our brains also kind of are freezing, and we didn't activate our brain much. So I have selected a very fun video which we can do before beginning the lesson to activate our brain. So students, are you ready to do it with me? So teacher is also going to do. I'm going to show the video, and meanwhile you are given the video. Please do according to the video and let's activate our brain. Are we ready, students? Students, I'm sure that now your frozen brains have been melted down and you're ready to be back at the school. Are we ready for the lesson? Did you exercise your brain well? Did you like the activities? Okay, upcoming series of the class, we will be having more of these activities and hope you will be enjoying. Ready? Let's go with the lesson. Students, you know that our theme is back to school, right? And this is a very familiar term with us every year. At the end of the year, we are waiting to go back to school again, right? So each year we end up the school and again we go back to school with a new grade, with a new teacher, new classmates, and also we buy our new books, stationaries, and we have sometimes we have new uniforms also according to some changes, right? So this year our school have got so many new things for the school, right? As you know, we are in a lockdown, we are unable to wear our beautiful new uniforms, but when we go back into schools is normal schedules, we will be able to wear our beautiful new uniforms and you will be able to meet your teachers, and it will be a very happy moment. Every year, all the teachers and students, as well as the parents and the whole community, wait to start a school new year, right? We call it as academic new year, and one other word we can use is back to school. So we all feel very happy, excited to be back to school, right? Students, I'm sure you all are also very prepared to be back to school. Inshallah, soon we will be going back to our school and enjoying the lessons is normal. Okay, students, here I'm going to show a picture. Now look at this picture. And from this picture, you have to identify some correct answers. Okay. So, first of all, I'm asking a question here. Where is this girl going? You know, a picture can tell you thousands of words, right? Without a person telling you, oh, this girl is from here, she's going to do this. Instead of that, we, after seeing this, the picture of this girl, we know that she is going to do a specific thing, she's going to go to a specific place. So look at her. Is she going to park? Or is she going to school? Or is she going to swim? So from these, which one do you think is the correct answer? I can hear. Yes, she's going to school. Why didn't you say she's going to the park or she's going to swim? Let's see. How do you know that she is not going to the park or to swim? Is it she is wearing her swimsuits? Or is it she's wearing her school uniform? Or is it she's holding a kite and a ball? Yes, your answer is correct. She's going to school, and we know that she's going to school by seeing the outfit that she is wearing there. She is wearing her school uniform. Excellent job, students. You have done really well here. So, from this also we know we are going to talk a lot about being back to school, right? Now, teacher is going to share another picture. Okay, here. Something that I also admire so much. I love having these things. I'm sure you also love having these things. So many things are here. Let's see what we have got here. Yes, I can hear some answers. We have got clips, notebooks, pencils, grippers, highlighters. Yes, so many things, even pencil cases, color pencils, beautiful erasers, and even we have sticky notes, which is flowers and things, right? All these things have a name given. Okay, there's a collective name for this. What do you think that name is? It's going to start with the letter S. Okay, can hear some students giving the correct answer now. Let's see. Wow, it's stationery, right? We all love to buy stationery, do you? Yes, when we think about going back to school, we always think about stationaries. We want to buy stationery because it's the thing that is going to help us to do our works. Even teacher loves buying stationaries. Okay, students, let's see. Here you can see some pictures. This is back to school vocabulary. I'm sure you all know these names, right? Let's see whether you are getting it correct. Pencil case, very good. You all have a pencil case. And here a backpack is there. And then you have got a lunch box. Then we have, yes, it is interval bottle. Sometimes we used to put water in that. It can keep cold as well as it can keep it hot, right? So let's see some other vocabularies that we are going to learn today. So you can see so many beautiful pictures here. The first one, let's see, what is it? Oh, chalk. Next one, crayon, pencil colors, highlighters, and the last one is Pencil. That's very good. Do you like these things? Do you want to have them? We do have them, right? Everyone have got this. Sometimes teachers have highlighters, right? But you also love to have highlighters, right? Okay. Let's see the other. Here, binder clips. Have you seen binder clips used by your teachers? Even you used to have binder clips, right? Then you have got normal clips here, and then we have got stapler, we have thumb pin, we have the scissor and the eraser. I'm sure that now, whenever you see any of these things, these are called stationaries. Okay, students, if you see any of these things, I'm sure you will be mentioning this as a clip, this is a binder, this is a thumb pin, scissor. Sometimes eraser and scissor spelling is little bit hard for us to remember, right? How many of you can remember the scissor spelling? Okay, close your eyes and read for me the scissor spelling. Let me hear. Oh, you know, right? Yes, it is SCISSOR, scissor. So let's see. Yes, I'm sure these pictures are very familiar with you because most of these ones we have in our pencil case, right? But some of these things are in teachers' pencil case, right? Okay, these are also very important materials for a student as well as for the teacher. Okay, so let's see. We have got a sharpener, tape cutter, sticky notes, utility knife, and glue. Sometimes for this utility knife, we used to call it cutter, right? Yes. So there's another name for this one which is utility knife. Next time please use utility knife, okay? And we have sticky note. This sticky note is used very importantly by teachers as we go through this. You will understand what is the use of sticky note. Sometimes if you make a mistake while I'm marking at home, I might write a comment on the sticky note and stick it to the pages of your book. So then you can look through the comments on the sticky notes, and then you can improve the mistakes that you have done, or you can do the correction and give back the book with the sticky note. Then teacher can see it and teacher can remove it. And also it's like navigation so that you don't get lost inside the books. So this is very important. Then other things, right, what's the uses. Okay, here comes some sets of things that you might have known before even. So, but I'm going to go through this too. Here, first one is a notepad. This is very famous when we go to places to note something. We will have a notepad or your notebooks, right? And then we have the hole puncher here. This is to when you put some reading materials inside the punch files, we need to punch, and then we need this puncher here. Okay, and this one is a rubber band over here down, and the other one is a stapler remover. This helps to remove the stapled ones easily. And then this is a marker. There are two types of markers: permanent markers, we can't erase the ink easily, and then we have whiteboard markers, which is very much famous now in our schools, right? Because we have replaced the chalkboards with whiteboards now. So we all know how a whiteboard can be erased. And also sometimes if your teacher accidentally writes it with the permanent marker, we struggle to remove it right from the boards. Okay, here comes a new set of words again: ruler, felt pen, correction pen, correction tape, and ballpoint pen. Students, you might not be very familiar with this correction pen and correction tape and ballpoint pen because you haven't started writing with pen yet. But in the second term, grade 3 students will be writing with pen. So I want you to learn the names for this. And in schools, we don't use correction pen and correction tape. Okay, we just cut it with one line. But teachers, normally adults and teachers use correction tape, also correction pen. These both have similar use. Correction tape and correction pen have similar use. Okay, then here felt pen is same as what we call fiber or the fiber pen. So this is same. Okay, sometimes when you go to a shop, they don't use fiber, they use felt pen. So next time if you come across a felt pen, that is some similar, a similar use we have and similar way it is. So fiber. Okay, next we have some other more. Do you remember when I was small at that time, I used to have this book holder. One other name we can, in the way we can say Gondi also we have, right? So normally we keep this book holder in order to place bigger books, because when we hold it by hand, the binding of the book might go off, especially Holy Book of Guru on. When we read for the kids, it's very important for us to keep the book nicely in a place. So we use this book holder or the Gondi when we used to recite Guru on at that time. And then we have some more things that you can use as fountain pen. This pen is different. It's mostly we have to put the ink inside it, and also this one is used for calligraphy most of the time. Okay, students. And then we have folders here, that is just normal. We say it is also files. Sometimes we say it says folders. And here's thumb text. We call this normal pins. Just with the thumb, we can insert the pin into the bulletin boards. Okay. And here is a clipboard. This is very familiar now because we used to go for field trips with this board, and you know the use of the board even, right? We place a thin sheet of paper on it and we can write it, otherwise our writing will not be very sufficient, right? Okay, students, now I'm going to show you a story, and I'm also going to read this story for you. Please do remember the success criteria in your mind. So while I'm reading this text for you, I want you to go through the text with me. Okay, are we ready? It is Katie's awesome first day. So here Katie is waving at you. So today I'm going to read the story of Katie's awesome first day. Katie's awesome first day. This is the title of the story. Katie walked into Miss Baker's classroom at 8:05 on the first day of school. She smiled as she walked in. She looked around at all of the decorations hanging from the walls and ceiling. It was like a giant rainbow of colors in Miss Baker's class. She was amazed. Students, were you able to get along with me in the story? Okay, let's go. Now I'm going to read the second paragraph for you. Miss Baker walked up and gave Katie a big hug. She showed her to her cubie with her name on it. Her name was in purple ink, her favorite color. After she hung up her backpack, Miss Baker showed Katie where her seat was. Her seat was right next to Bella and Ethan. She remembered those friends from recess last year. Here, recess meaning is same as that we have PE period, right? In the schools, they call it recess, okay? And smiled, thinking she could she got to sit next to them. Okay, so students, Now we know the story is about a first day of someone in the school. So the student name is Katie and she's entering whose classroom? Yes, Miss Baker's classroom, and Miss Baker have decorated the classroom in a beautiful giant rainbow colors, right? With beautiful giant rainbow colors. So she's and do you know what is QB? QB means like you have in the classes we have got cupboards, right? Little bit of cupboards there. So something like that they used to keep QBs to place the bags there. Okay, similar way. Now let's see the other part of the story. Okay, here comes the third paragraph. Throughout the day, Katie smiled and thought how much fun she was having. Her teacher showed them the calendar, the rules, the playground, the lunchroom, and their centers. After she gave them a tour, her teacher let them do a fun craft. This was Katie's favorite thing to do. Fourth paragraph. Okay, students. At lunch, Katie opened her lunchbox to see her mom packed her favorite snacks. At recess, Katie found her three best friends from last year, and at music time, Katie got to play on some xylophones. This was the best first day Katie ever had. She went home smiling, so excited to tell her mom and dad everything that happened. So, do you think Katie had a good day at her school? Yes, we know that she had a great day in her first great day, and her teacher have made her so happy, and so many of her favorite things were done at that day, right? So students, I also want to make my students this happy on your first day. And even though you're at home, I want you to enjoy my lesson, and I want you to participate in this lesson very joyfully, okay? Now I'm going to ask you some questions regarding the text that I have read here. Because I read it only one time, you might not be able to grab up all the answers. I will be discussing the answers, but if you have listened to me carefully, you might remember some answers. Okay, let's see how much you could remember. This is just to check the understanding of this passage. Okay. Okay, students, you have listened to the story and you have read it with me, right? So now we are going to answer some questions based on this story. Katie's awesome first day. So, question number 1 says, who was Katie's teacher? Question number 2, which word described that Katie liked the decoration in her class? Question number 3, where was Katie's seat? Question number 4, why did Katie smiled after seeing her seat? Question number 5, which activity did Katie enjoy the most? Now I'm going to discuss the answers with you. I know that so many of you have got answers there because you read the story with me, right? Now let's see the answers, and give yourself a score from 1 to 5. Okay, if you get a correct answer, just give 1 point for each. Let's see how much you can get. Katie's awesome first day. Question number 1. Who was Katie's teacher? I can hear the answers. Excellent. Miss Bakers, right? Yes. Excellent, students. Question number 2. Which word described that Katie liked the decoration in her class? Did you get that word? It starts with the letter A. I can hear some of you giving the answers. Excellent job. It's amazed. Question number 3. Where was Katie's seat? Let's see the answer. Right, next to Bella and Ethan, right? Question number 4. Why did Katie smile after seeing her seat? Yes, excellent. Because she thought her seat was near her friends, that Bella and Ethan, right? From last year recess class. And the last question, question number 5. Which activity did Katie enjoy the most? Which activity do you think it is? Yes, making crafts. So I hope so many of you have got 5 out of 5. If you were unable to get 5 out of 5, even it's okay because I read the text only once. By reading the text twice and thrice will help you to regain your confidence and also your understanding, and you will be able to answer all the questions correctly. Now I'm going to provide you with some facts from the story. I have taken some events. So these events, now what we are going to do is we are going to arrange them. So let's see now. Katie's awesome first day. Arrange the story in order 1 to 6. So I have given here 6 points. The first point is at recess, Katie found her 3 best friends from last year. This was the best first day Katie ever had. Katie walked into Miss Baker's classroom at 8:05 on the first day of school. At lunch, Katie opened her lunchbox to see her mom packed her favorite snacks. Miss Baker walked up and gave Katie a big hug and showed her to her QB with her name on it. And after a tour, her teacher let them do a fun craft. So here are the 6 points that I have taken from the story Katie's Awesome First Day. Now what you have to do is read through this one and arrange which event came first and which event came last. From 1 to 6 you have to give numbers, because why I am giving this activity is when you go through the task of the day, you will come up with a similar activity like this, so that you can do this activity according to the way that I want you to do it. Okay, students, now I'm going to discuss the answers. I hope that you have grabbed up all the answers and you have rearranged them in order. So let's see whether you have got it correct. Okay, here is the answers. Did you get it correct? Let's check whether my answer is correct. Katie walked into Miss Baker's classroom at 8:05 on the first day of school. Miss Baker walked up and gave Katie a big hug and showed her to her QB with her name on it. After a tour, her teacher let them do a fun craft. And then at lunch, Katie opened her lunchbox to see her mom packed her favorite snacks. At recess, Katie found her 3 best friends from last year. This was the best first day Katie ever had. So is this in order? Okay, I'm sure this is in order and you are trying your level best to get this right. So I'm sure that you are going to read back to school and you have to arrange them in the order, and then I will see how much you have gained the knowledge. Okay, students? Now it's the time for the task of the day. Are you ready? Students, are you ready for the task of the day? Okay, here's the task of the day. You have to complete pages from 1 to 5 in your Exploring English Grade 3 book. Before you begin the task, you have to write the date on top of the page. You have to write the today's date Today is Wednesday, right? So what you have to do is you have to write 11th August 2021. Down you have to write Wednesday, Wednesday, like that you have to write. Okay, make sure you write it in all the 4 pages. On top of the page, in a corner, you can write the date. And please make sure that you sharp your pencils well and use a good pencil. Okay, not a very light pencil or not a very dark pencil. And here you have to read the text which is given from page 2 to 4 and complete the questions from 1 to 4 on page 4. That's the task for you, and it's a very simple task. Please do read the reading comprehension at least 3 times before attempting the questions, because reading more will give you confidence as well as you can be thorough with the text. Okay, students, please make sure that you do your own work, you complete the work and send to your respective teachers. 3A students, you are going to send it to me or for Miss. 3B students, please send it to Nusrat Miss or Anthem Miss. And 3C students, please send it to Suma Miss. Okay? And we will mark and give you the feedback. And I hope that you have enjoyed this lesson. Before ending the lesson, let's recall back our success criteria. The success criteria for this lesson is, by the end of the lessons, students, you should be able to read literary text back to school given on page 2 to 4 with sufficient accuracy and fluency to support comprehension and answer question 1 to 4 given on page number 4. So I'm sure you will be able to do this page very well. Please do it with careful handwriting, and make sure that you use your best handwriting. Do neat work, and I'll be very happy to see your works. Thank you, students. Thank you so much for enjoying this lesson. Please stay safe, stay home, wash your hands, and may Allah protect you.
DPS TeleClass